Hi, this is Kevin Corcoran, broker-owner at RE/MAX of Gulf Shores, bringing you the 9-month report. It's hard to believe we're already in the fourth quarter of 2012. Keep in mind, this report is for Pleasure Island, the areas of Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, and Fort Morgan in Alabama, and the Perdido Key area in Florida. Let's look at the condominium report so far. There are 1,124 condominiums active or under contract on the market, so inventory remains pretty much steady, and about 150 units less than we were this time last year. For the month of September, 89 condominium units changed hands. When we look at the third quarter of 2012, we see that 306 units changed hands, which is about the same number as it was for the third quarter of last year, so volumes remaining pretty steady. Let's look at a 9-month comparison from 2012 back to 2011. There were 979 units that changed hands compared to 948 last year. That's up about 3%. The average sale price was $305,878 compared to $264,900 last year. That's up 16%. The median price hit $250 for the first 3 quarters of 2012. That's up 9% over last year. The average dollars per square foot right at $200 at $199. That's up 11% over last year. Distressed, which is short sales and foreclosures, accounted for about 1 in 5 units so far this year, where it was nearly 3 out of 10 last year. And inventory, under contracts and pendings, remains pretty much steady at 146 units, where it was at 145 on October 1st of last year. When we talk about the distressed inventory, it was 1 in 11 at the beginning of the year, or about 9% of the market. And now, as you can see over the last 4 months, it's remained only 1 in 25 units, so those that are active on the market are a distressed, short sale, or foreclosure. However, I want to look at how the distressed market is influencing the averages that we've been talking about. So let's look back on these 9 months worth of sales, the arm's length of the true buyer and seller, no bank involvement, versus the distressed sales. Of the 796 arm-length sales, they had an average sales price just under $330 at $328,500 and an average dollars per square foot of $211. When you look at the 183 distressed sales, their average sale price was just over $207 with an average dollars per square foot of $161. So the $211 and the $161, those two combined are what made up the $199 per square foot. But when you're thinking about listing a condo, or you're thinking about making an offer when you're on the purchasing side, you need to look at the comparables for an arm's length and see that condos that are in an arm's length transaction are actually considerably above $200 per square foot. All this is important information if you're thinking about listing or buying a condominium along the Alabama Gulf Coast. In summary, volume remains steady and prices are on the rise. You need to be aware of the comparables no matter which side of the equation that you're on. Your best bet is to contact the RE/MAX of Gulf Shores professional that provided you with this video. We make it our job to stay on top of market conditions so that you, our client, remains the very most informed consumer anywhere along the Alabama Gulf Coast. So if buying or selling a condominium is in your near future, contact your RE/MAX of Gulf Shores professional today. We hope you found this video informative, and most importantly, have a great day.